Cioffi.
Well, when you go from 3 inches an hour to 1 inch an hour, that's a low. And in some places, it actually slowed down even more than that. But I just want to point out here on the radar what's happened in the last hour to an hour and a half. The first main surge with all the big snows that we got out of that, anywhere from 6 to as much as 10 inches, has now shifted up to eastern Long Island and up into southern New England. Now we're getting the second half, which is pivoting around here on the backside and filling in, and that could give us another 3, 4, 5, 6 inches in some places on top of what's already fallen. So everything seems to be on track here. This event is not over yet and could go into early afternoon tomorrow before it's all said and done. Still snowing hard, though, over parts of Suffolk County, especially, say, from about exit 64, Route 112 on east, out toward Riverhead. And we've noticed that the temperatures have fallen off. It was 32 at Farmingdale, which is on the Nassau-Suffolk line, at 9 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, the temperature dropped 5 degrees to 27. Just pull out a little bit wider here. I just want to take you down South Jersey, around the Route 195 corridor, and you can see here there's a little bit of a twisting going on. This is part of the reflection of the coastal storm that's beginning to develop. So we still have a ways to go yet, and of course, if it's not snowing hard, that snow is blowing and drifting around, and the temperatures are cold. We're going to check out the numbers now. Down to 9 above at Andover, where it didn't even make it to 10 today. Newark at 18 after peaking out at 22. LaGuardia topped out at 26, now at 24. White Plains at 20. It's 32 at Islip and West Hampton, but the freezing line running right along the south shore of Long Island, and now colder air making its way back into coastal New Jersey, where it actually turned over to rain east of the Garden State Parkway from Point Pleasant on south. There's our storm, pretty well organized, has that signature comma shape to it. And as the longer range models were predicting, blocking has returned to Greenland, or at least, and it may stay here for a while, and that resulted in forcing not only cold air into the east, but concentrating energy in the Ohio Valley, and this all shifted to the east coast, and we're getting a storm that's developing right off the New Jersey coast that's going to intensify overnight, and that will continue to add some of the snowfall. So we're thinking on the order of 12 to 18, much of central and northern New Jersey, across the city, most of Long Island and southern Connecticut, slightly lower amounts along coastal locations because of compacting when the temperatures went up to 32, 33 or so. And this will continue with snows of varying intensity overnight. In addition, after about 3 or 4 in the morning, winds are going to pick up to gusting 30, 40 miles an hour or more. And there could be a serious coastal flooding problem in Long Island Sound, Nassau County tomorrow morning at high tide. Tomorrow the snow ends, then windy and colder, temperatures in the teens and low 20s. Here's your 5-day, maybe a flurry or a little period of light snow late Monday, but it won't pale by comparison. And then kind of a quiet week, at least for now.
Well, all right, it's time for things to calm down a little bit after tomorrow. Joe, thanks a lot.
All right, we'll see you later.